Belinda Bu writes, hey guys, who do you think will be the surprise favorite when people see Guardians of the Galaxy? Groot, Rocket, or Drax?
Oh.
I mean, Rocket.
I could answer this.
I think Groot.
Oh, yeah.
I think Groot will be the favorite. What do you think?
Drax.
You know what? In that 17 minutes I saw, I was shocked how Drax came across. I really was. I really, really was.
I think Rocket, just because he's talking raccoon.
I think he's like the anti-Yoda. I want to say, because I always say that if Yoda had failed in Empire Strikes Back, we're not talking about Empire Strikes Back.
Right, yeah.
Same thing with Rocket. Rocket really needs to deliver, and he doesn't need to deliver in a good, like, you know, this is a pure raccoon. He's yelling and screaming and shooting guns. That's the one I hope is.
It's much the same way, like if Jar Jar had failed in, oh, never mind. Okay, what's next?
Darth Diggler writes, any Napoleon Dynamite fans, do you think we will ever see a sequel?
No. Okay, what's next? Not much more elaboration there.
Dayton Hammond writes, hey AMC crew, you do a great job. Morgan Freeman has only one Oscar, yet he's one of the best actors in the world. Thoughts?
Well, it just goes to what we say all the time, right? The Oscar is one of the most difficult awards you can possibly run into. Every year, look, if you're an actor, every year you're running into 900 other eligible actors. And not only do you have to be brilliant that year, you have to be brilliant and then keep your fingers crossed that nobody else pulled the best performance of their life out of their butts and did it even a little bit better. Look, the reason Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't have an Oscar right now is not because he's been snubbed. He's awesome, but if you go down all the years he's been nominated, it's like, okay, I can see why he lost there, and okay, I can see why he lost. It's just so hard. I mean, how long did it take Scorsese to get his?
Yeah. There's also the marketing that goes into the films. Like, it's not just about performances, it's about the whole campaign. I mean,
studios getting behind you and everything.
Studios have dedicated awards departments that just handle marketing for awards. They send out screeners, they send out magazines, they do all this stuff, and it's just like, it's not just up to the actor, it's up to the whole machine that's surrounding the actor, so it's insane.
It's a game of chance. It really is. A lot of the times, you know, depending, like you said, with marketing and who you're going up against. And Al Pacino's Son of a Woman. Al Pacino, Godfather, and Serpico, and all these movies, Dog Day Afternoon.
And then you think of all the people who've never even been nominated or who've never won. Like George Lucas has never won an Oscar.
But Morgan Freeman,
given one though.
Morgan doesn't really help his case. He's become kind of a paycheck player. You see him in everything.
That's a good point.
Lucy now too as well, so he kind of hurts his cause as well.
He's already worked hard to build his reps.
He doesn't care.
He
doesn't
care.
He doesn't care. He's got it.
He's got it.
And he was in
got
Shawshank.
a couple of times.
He's Lucius Fox.
All right, what's next?
Captain Tight Pants writes, which director would you like to see behind the helm for the new Power Rangers movie to give it a darker tone?
Don't care. Anybody else?
Meh. Pass.
Yeah, I was never into the Power Rangers, so I'm not really invested in any director choice.
You want to go crazy? Get David Fincher to do it.
Well, I mean, and let's say this. Look, I've conceded here. I've conceded that look, if they do go a little bit more Hunger Games-ish in as far as tone goes, with Power Rangers, ditch the putties and ditch the spandex, and they go for something like that, you have some possibilities there. But really, that's not going to be determined by the director. It's going to be determined by the studio before they hire the director. Yeah. And then we'll see where they're going with it. But it all depends on the direction the studio, Lionsgate, wants to go with this thing. Thoughts?
You're a fan of Power Rangers?
No.
You know quite a lot about it, though.
You know what I'd like to see get a shot at it is Gavin Hood. Yeah, I know.
That would be an interesting fit.
Because Gavin Hood, who did the Wolverine, and also did the movie Satsi, the Fox really weighed him down. He's a fantastic director. He really is. And Fox weighed him down, the old regime, with that movie. Oof. I'd like to see him give a shot with this and see what he could do.
Interesting. All right, what's next?
Nathaniel D. Hume writes, which actors pull off the best accents?
Oh.
Meryl Streep.
Oh,
She's done. There's actually there's a video on YouTube, you can look for it, where it's just her doing accents, and I think there's 18 of them in 2 minutes. It's outrageous. Like, this woman has an ear. She can do any accent in the world.
Well, male or female, she's one of the best thespians on the planet. One of the best we've ever seen. Ever. Yeah. To me, the accents that always jump out to me, though, are the ones that the actors have the accent and they pull off, and I never would have guessed that they weren't just North American born and bred. Because you watch a movie with them, some of these guys are like, yeah, I got to make sure I run downtown today and I got to check in at the hospital, see how my aunt's doing. Cut. lucky. This was a hard one to die. I'm like, how? Like, that's impressive to me.
It's when you can't hear it in their voice when they're doing Kevin Costner in Robin Hood. No, I'm just kidding. But you know,
throwback.
Yeah, you know who's really good actually, and he hasn't done a lot of stuff yet. John Boyega. Who was? I mean, you couldn't.
I didn't understand
some of the stuff
in Attack the Block.
But then he was in 24 that just came out. I know we're talking TV here, but his dialect changed, and he was American, and I was like, well, wait a minute, what is he really? You know, and so I think this kid's going to be something special.
I needed subtitles for the first hour of Attack the Block.
Yeah.
I really,
and he clears
really
it up,
did.
man. He's talented. I can't wait to see what he does in Star Wars.
I'll take one more.
Alfredo Flores writes, hey guys, do you think that Scarlett Johansson will be replacing Angelina Jolie as the female action movie star?
It's a good question. Here's the problem I have with the whole concept, though. I don't get the feeling that she wants to do tons more action. I'm not basing that on anything. I'm not basing that on anything whatsoever. I'm just the feeling I get is that she doesn't necessarily want to go in that way. What do you think?
Her movie's going to open very big, close to 30. It's
looks
tracking
great.
14% first choice. It is huge. It's because of the Black Widow Association. She was good in Winter Soldier. She's probably going to go, what's the one who does Resident Evil movies? I forgot her name. Mila Jovovich. She's definitely going in that direction. Whether she gets a Black Widow movie, she'd have to renegotiate her contract with Marvel because there's steps in there in case she gets her own renegotiation. But it's going to be #1 next weekend, easily, according to tracking. And I think she's going to be a new kick-ass heroine.
I think she's got a great shot because of what she has done. Because I remember when she was cast as Black Widow, even in Iron Man 2, I'm like, come on with this. And then I shut my mouth. I go back in time and put tape over my mouth because she has delivered in everything, especially in Avengers. I remember seeing the trailer going, it looks a little silly what she's doing. And not once did I think about it, the way that she delivers time in and time out. Captain America 2, and Lucy looks awesome.
Wait till you see her in Avengers next year. Very big part.
Yeah.
Well, two things. One, Angelina Jolie is getting a bit older, so she probably doesn't want to do action as much.
She wants to direct now.
She's directing like Oscar buzz movies, so there's that. Also, why does there have to only be one? Why can't there be many? Because Mila Jovovich is a great action star. Scarlett Johansson is proving to be a great action star. Angelina Jolie was and probably will again be a great action star. And I feel like there's just more and more opportunity for these kinds of movies. The women they're all badass, they're all beautiful, they're all fun to watch. So
it's true, but the answer to that is because there's a special, like Linda Hamilton, because it's also, and maybe it is a pro or con against the audience, I don't know, but it's the way we accept women. I agree that they should all get given a shot, but when Emily Blunt did what she did in Edge of Tomorrow, audiences responded because it was believable. It was the same feeling I had when I watched Linda Hamilton do it in Terminator 2. I was like, that's not a man, that's not a woman, that's just an action star. It's a very special talent to have. That's why when we had Arnold and Sly and everybody, there's not the big, huge action star now. You have Jason Statham and a few others. There's not that
I've always said it's Statham and it's The Rock. And really, that's it. Who else is you just think action star, and that's all you think when you see them.
And that's why the point, I don't think it's a matter of being gender specific, is where there's really not a lot.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying more that, like, I think that Scarlett Johansson and Angelina Jolie are two different kinds of action heroes. I don't feel like they compete with each other. I feel like Scarlett Johansson is very different to me than like a Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, Angelina Jolie, and Wanted. Like, they're just different. So I say let them both have their time in this.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.